Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Donald John Trump's Monday, October 26th. And of course it's a health reading plus more. Okay, so focusing first on the health of his body, using the Lenormand. There's the first card for his health. This card is for his challenges. Third card is for his emotional body, mental body, karma that's hanging over him, what he's doing, and his future. Okay, now with the tarot, health of his body, his challenges, his emotional body, mental body, karma, what he's doing, and his future. Okay. Well, the Nine of Swords reversed. He's truly in the dark night of the soul, whether he's aware of it or not. This is a card of severe depression, insomnia. It's like his own personal hell within his body. And it's also one of those cards of, when it's upright, there's a need to meet the pain and you can get out. When it's reversed, there's just that, I'm being victimized. It's like that. His challenge with the Judgment card, well, there's no rebirth. He's not honoring his inner call. Oh, I forgot to say, astrologically, this card here, the Nine of Swords, let me do it upright so you can, because sometimes, there's always that visual and then audio, audible, oratorial, learning that we get. So I want you to get this imprint here, which is that this card is ruled by Mars in Gemini. So of course it can be OCD and just mentally spinning in circles. But it can be, just really that mental, that hard place where you just really want what you want. You really want to communicate. You really want to connect, but you don't know how and something's wrong. So we know what's wrong with him. We know he has mental illness and many probably OCDs, impulse control disorder, many things. Okay, so with his challenge being the Judgment, well, like I said, naturally it can be a rebirth, and it can be, I just heard, it can be your come to Jesus moment. Well, that doesn't happen for him. Honoring your call, medical support, none of that is happening because that's his challenge. Because he never has honored his call and gone towards his spirit, he has created this. He's in his own self-created prison. In his body, it is his own little hell realm. So, but anyway, Pluto in Scorpio. It should be, rebirth and an inner calling and some type of connection with your inner truth. But because he doesn't work that way, this can be time in the hospital and big changes on a health level. Because he's refused to examine himself. So literally, again, going through hell. Ooh, Emotionally, with the Tower card for the emotional body, which rules the lymphatic system, connective tissue, there's some big change. This card is ruled by Mars, but I always see it as Uranus as well, even though it's not traditionally. Other readers don't look at it that way, but I do, because there's a lightning bolt that's ruled by Uranus, and it's sudden. It comes in and it's like, bam, you know. Look, the crown at the top is broken open, and the people with crowns on their heads are falling down, or at least one of them. This one has a crown on its head. Fire, too hot. Emotionally, too hot. It's a breakdown of the emotional body and the lymphatic system and the connective tissue. Mentally, wow. I wouldn't say he's released from the devil here. We have 3 major arcana cards so far. Saturn and Capricorn. I would say that it's not about him releasing himself from his addictions. On a nervous system level, he's still very addicted, of course. It's also very rigid because of that Saturn and Capricorn. When Saturn and Capricorn is used the way it should be, with the way it rules. Of course, it's the bones, teeth, skeletal system, all that. Old age. But when it's used the right way, it has great integrity. He has no integrity. He's toast that way. There's no integrity going on there. So I can't read it that way. I just can't. It ain't be happening. So there's no breaking free. I mean, maybe this is another one of those mistakes, or maybe it is a mistake where it should have been straight up. I don't care. Either way, he's stuck. I don't see him breaking free there at all. I see it as maybe his ears are ringing. Maybe he's really unhappy. Maybe he's numbing out like he always does. Okay, karma. Well, he has karma with the entire universe because he's just, his stardom and his, it's not even really a star. He created a brand. His brand is just trash. I mean, look at the Trump University. You wanna go to Trump University? Well, they closed because there was never really a real university. It was just cut out figures that of him. Stood in the front of the classroom while they showed videos that told you how to buy real estate. It's like, my God, anybody could have gotten that online. But no, he charged, I don't know how much. But anyway, $25 million lawsuit on that one that he did settle for, even though he lied and said he'd never settle. He lost. So he's not such a star. He's a B or C rated reality TV star at best. And all this has just been this image that he's put out there. It's all about the image. Also ruled by Aquarius and Uranus. Of course, the water bearer. On a health level, this has to do with something sudden, falls, shocking. Maybe his fall from so-called grace, which he never really had. Maybe a seizure. Some type of nervous system spasms at the least. Yeah. Problems with legs and the ankles because of Aquarius. So, okay, what he's doing, he's got his hand out for more money. That doesn't shock us at all, does it? Not surprising at all. His future, maybe he's going to be feeling more than he ever has. I wish that for him. I wish that for everyone, because it's the keys to your freedom. Wherever you're numbed out, you can be cruel. Wherever you're sensitive and you can feel, you can heal anything and everything. So let's layer over the Lenormand. With the cross card here, this is very, very, very painful. It's your cross to bear. It's really painful. It's the card of self-responsibility, and then if you do take self-responsibility, you can have faith. It can be the card of faith. That's not happening for him. His challenge is in his, this is stressful, stress. Okay. Vocal cords, speaking up, saying the right thing. He never does that. Emotionally, a loss. There is a tremendous emotional loss for him. This is also a card of toxins. He is toxic. This is toxic. This is a breakthrough and a breakdown because of the toxins. Nervous system, mental body, something really, really important. Maybe there is some kind of breakthrough for him. The karma that's hanging over him has to do with the law. I'm not going to read that any other way. What he's doing, well, because he wants the money, he'll fight for it. And his future, this can be recovery, this can be gifts, this can be allergic reactions. And with the cups, it can be to the connective tissue and emotional body. So let's draw some more cards, like I always seem to have to do, to get something more clear for the future. Okay. Right? Do I need to say anything more? Something shocking, something sudden. Either he opens up and suddenly feels something he needs to feel and it creates some little recovery, or this is an allergic reaction that is sudden, triggers his pride, something sudden to him. This is him. So this isn't anything about us. This is not the future for us. This is the future for him, which is the way I'm always reading. I don't read these cards for us over here usually, but people drop in comments and say, you know, this and that, maybe it's for us. That could have been true for the past, but I've recently started just focusing, you know, these readings are about him. I do cards at the end for us, but this is about him. Something shocking and sudden for him. I think it could have to do with his electrical nervous system, because this is a really important card here. The key either opens a door or locks a door. It's shocking to his pride. And it creates big change. And maybe back to Walter Reed. Or a big change within his authority, in his governmental position. This is either a medical center or our government and his position within it. Wow. Okay. So that's the future. This part here is all, the future. And I can't say if it's, I wouldn't say it's terribly distant, because I'm not doing cards that say near and distant. I'm doing what he's doing. He's fighting for money, and this is his future. So if this isn't on the level of health, and it has to do with another one of the keywords for the flowers, a bouquet card, which is invitations and gifts, someone giving you gifts. And that may be true too, because this card's here. And maybe because the Ace of Cups, it's like what he really wants, right? So this could be that gifts come in that are shocking, but not good for his reputation and his future, and it definitely damages his pride. So maybe it's something to do with about the fact that he has an account with China, financial account with China, and something with THC. So I think it means Trump Hotel China. This could be a hotel, but big changes about that. Some changes to him, shocking change to him and his reputation, his pride about that, or his governmental position. So, okay, that's that for that. Let's do this for us. What do we need to know for Monday? Okay, yes. Koala Spirit says Spirit has a plan. So we need to know that Great Spirit, the universal forces of love, they have a plan. It's organized. This universe is organized in love. It is a state of love in its natural organization. And everything is meant to come back to that loving state. So you can count on that. And for us to just, for these days, as we're getting through to these, difficult, challenging times, let's just focus on the small things and the little details. It's enough. But, see the big picture too. Most of all, know that love is all around. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a tremendous amount of bird action around my house and my neighborhood. The birds are going crazy. They're happy, and they're singing, and they're pecking around, and they're grabbing food, and they're all over. I think maybe they're getting ready to store it for the winter. I think that could be it. But I love birds, and I love this nightingale card here, or nightingale bird. Yeah. Look at the crown. Wow. So to remember that love is all around. That's the plan. So everything that we have to go through to get to the love is worth it. And to know that it's just, can be a little bit of a distortion that we have to go through to get to the love. We're clearing out, we're cleaning up, and we just need to focus on the small things. For now. And the big love. Okay. All right, I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else to say. And I'll be back for Tuesdays. Okay, take care, you guys.